Hola gente, aquí Oji315 en un nuevo episodio de Vamos a jugar Gothic 2, Night of the Raven. Así que bueno, en este episodio vamos a continuar y tengo que hablar con estos dos de acá, que me los recontrapasé por alto. Ok, uno no toca hablar, con esta sí. Okay.
Hello, beautiful maid.
Stop trying to sweet talk me, boy. Tell me what you want.
How's the field work coming?
Look at these huge fields we have to work. And you know how we're doing. Are you looking for farm work?
No, actually, I want to become a
Then you're in the wrong place. You can usually find the mercenaries on the land.
Say, the nasty fellow over there.
That's Bronco. What about him?
Is that your farmer?
Is that what he told you? Sakob is our farmer. Bronco is nothing but a layabout and a good... That's why nobody says anything when he doesn't work. The only people who could get him to work are the mercenaries. He's afraid...
And apart from that...
I'm busy.
Ok, vamos a cambiar el arma porque si yo ir con el pico por ahí me van a hacer boleta. Porque no soy bueno usando armas de dos manos y menos con la velocidad que tenemos ahora. Entonces, si me pongo a aprender lo de manejo de dos manos, ahí puedo estar mejor, pero ahora no. Bueno, acá está Greg de nuevo, que se teletransporta por ahí.
How are things?
So. Those mercenaries aren't much help. I had expected them to have a little more, but they're just a bunch of braggarts and loudmouths. So what about those things I buried?
No, not all.
Then hurry up, will you?
I take it you're looking for someone named Dexter?
Damn it, how would I know the fellow's name?
I know where you can find him.
Really? Tell me.
Not far from here. He seems to be the leader of an evil gang of
Ha! Yup. That's him. I knew the old landlubber'd hold up here somewhere. Now, all I need to do is scour all the hideouts and I'll find that bastard. Don't need your help for that.
What was your business with the mercenaries?
I already told you I'm looking for this fellow, but the idiots here have no idea.
Where exactly did you bury your...
Let's see. There are two more.
Eso ya lo vi.
There's another.
Eso es lo de los tesoros, o sea, no importa ahora mucho. Bueno, veamos. Vamos a ver cómo nos va. Así que, primero que nada.
Wait a minute.
Lester.
What are you doing here?
I'm preparing for battle.
Are you a good...
I'm fair with a sword, but with a bow.
Why?
Lately, the farmers have had a few of that fat, and the other boys have already made...
Okay.
Where's the...
In the middle of the field. You want to help?
I want to join...
Oh, so that... All right.
Let's...
Right now, you could go back to the farm first.
There's no...
Good.
Vamos a darle más a... Tengo un equipo tristísimo, pero bueno, se le va a hacer.
There's another of those scummy
Bueno, este
beasts.
lugar, la verdad...
One less monster around.
Este es un problema porque no voy a conseguir mucha...
One less monster around. One less monster around.
Nothing to plunder.
Ok, perfecto. Ahora... Viene la
So,
misión
this
seria.
is where they dragged the dead farmers. Disgusting. The filthy things should all be wiped out now. Let's go back.
Wait a minute.
Ok.
What about our agreement?
Are you kidding? You didn't do anything for it.
I think your hide could do with... I don't like having my leg pulled.
Don't make me cry.
Acá tenemos una película. Este dentro de todo es fácil, no es un mercenario difícil de pensar. Vamos a conocer un par que son un poquitito heavy metal, así que... Primero este que no es mucho problema.
Nothing to be had
Ahora
there.
voy a liquidarme un poquito esto mientras se levanta. Y lo basureo un poco. Y lo importante de vencerlo...
Oh man, my head.
Wait a minute.
All right, you're the better fighter.
I think you're...
What the devil?
I just love to watch...
No es necesario, pero bueno. No, lo importante es que acá, no sé si recuerdan que Lares dijo que teníamos que hacer una pequeña prueba. O si no fue Lares, fue Basta el que había dicho eso. O sea, el mercenario que está allá en la casita al lado del río. Bueno, lo que pasa acá es que esa pequeña prueba
My head.
consiste en, como la de los maestros, la de conseguir la aprobación de los mercenarios. Bueno, y obviamente como los mercenarios son gente complicada, ya sabemos qué hay que hacer para conseguir su aprobación. Entonces, sí, de eso trata más o menos la parte de los mercenarios. Así que bueno, vamos a ir a la granja de Onar. ¿Y estos puedo hablar con estos o no? No, no puedo. Ok. Así que vamos a venir por acá.
Where do you think you're going?
I wanted to have a look around, that's all.
There's a heap of trouble here for men like you. Ha! So you're headed for the farm. Why else would you have trudged? So don't give me any of that bullshit. And let me search you and you can go...
Ok.
Just keep your...
Or what?
So you...
Now then. Ah, gold. It can be... A lot of mercenaries are real cutthroats, not honest fellows. I only want 50 gold pieces from you. That's the toll here. And you only need to pay once. That's fair, isn't it?
Dentro de todo, bueno, acá hay una cosita que pasa. Si ustedes no hablan con se vienen por acá y de acá los calla, lo que pasa es muy gracioso. Pero bueno,
What do you want?
si tengo la grabación y la puedo poner en el video, se la muestro. Es muy cómico lo que pasa, pero bueno, no quiero que pase eso, así que prefiero dar las monedas.
I want to have a look around the...
Don't go into the building on the left. Silvio's in there. He's not in a good mood right now. If he sees a weakling who doesn't belong on the farm, he might get the idea of venting.
Ok.
I want to join up with...
Lee won't have much to say around here if he keeps on this way.
What do you mean?
He wants us all to sit around here and twiddle our thumbs. Intimidate a few farmers. Silvio always says offense is the best defense. And damn,
Who is Sylvia?
our next leader, if you ask me. If you plan on asking him if you can, you look like you're barely good for him.
You just have to listen. You didn't get that from me. And that's the truth.
That's my problem. What's up?
Since Onar announced he was hiring mercenaries, the court's been overflowing with all the rabble who didn't have the guts to come out. The bastards really came from every...
What's up?
Since Onar, all the...
The mercenaries came from everywhere?
Most of them came from the penal colony. Another group of mercenaries came from the south, where they were probably hunting ore. I bet that a few of the bandits from the mountains have shown up as well by now to get...
Ok, esta es información nomás. Veamos.
Hey, you! How are things?
What do you want from me, weenie?
Can you teach...
Listen, boy. It takes a lot of strength to wield a two-handed weapon. Why don't you slink off to the pasture for a game of ring around the rosy?
I want to...
There's no place for wimps around.
I am...
Nonsense, you couldn't even...
Can you teach me how to...
Listen, why don't you...
Ok, quiero ver si... Si me ataca si le digo lo otro. Sé que si le digo lo de bajo todo sí me va a atacar.
I said I am...
Oh, you're killing me.
Wolf, este es de la colonia.
Doing all right?
Hey, I know you. From the colony. What do you want here?
I've come to join...
Why not? I've got nothing against it. Anyway, you freed our mine from the guards back then. But don't count on getting along with the others here so easily. A lot of newbies have come along since then. And some of the old mercenaries won't remember you. I almost didn't recognize you. You look rather haggard.
When the barrier fell, I barely got away with my life.
Looks like you got lucky then.
I'm staying out of it.
Do you have anything?
Oh, don't ask. Bennett, one of the new guys, takes care of the weapons and armor now. In the colony, I was responsible for Lee's entire weapons store. And then along came a trained smith and pow, I desperately need a new job. Even if all I do is, I don't care. Just as long as I'm not twiddling my thumbs here anymore.
And? Found a new task yet?
Not so far. Let me know if you have a job for me.
Have you tried
In the city? Wild horses couldn't. Where do you think I would want to work there as a militia soldier? I can just imagine myself in the courtiers unit. And then that obsession with obedience. Nah, forget it. There may not be anything to do here on the...
Can you teach?
I can teach you a few tricks in handling a bow if you...
Ah, qué pena. No me enseña nada bueno. Voy a hablar con el herrero. Este de acá. Epa.
Hello,
Don't take this the wrong way.
You're awfully busy, huh?
You can say that again. Bennett makes so many
Can I buy...
I don't have much.
Para hacer.
What about the mercenaries?
Onar hired them to keep the city militia off our, but they also guard the farm, the sheep, and so don't even think about stealing anything or rummaging around in somebody. They're just waiting for a chance to knock you down.
What can you tell me about the farm?
This is Onar's farm. That big building is his house. He vacated a wing for the mercenary. We farmers have had to bunk in the barn ever since. But it's all right with me. It's good that we have people who guard the building. Here is the kitchen. Maybe you'll be lucky and Thekla will have something for you.
Ok, y viene Bennett now.
Hey, you!
I do not sell any weapons. Khaled does. He's in the house with Onar.
What kinds of weapons do you make?
Plain swords at the moment, not much else. But if I had some magic ore, I could forge weapons that are better than all comparable weapons made from regular olds. You wouldn't happen to know where to find some around here. Besides in the...
No.
Of course not.
Are you with the farmers or the mercenaries?
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
I was just curious.
Have you ever seen a farmer who also forges weapons?
No.
Then why do you ask such stupid...
I want to join the mercenaries.
Stop blabbering then. Go to Torloff and let him put you to the...
Teach me how to forge...
As long as you aren't one of us. I'll be damned if I tell you that only very few blacksmiths know it at all. And that's a good thing, too. Otherwise, those boozers of the city guard would all... That's the first I've heard. Of course, we got him.
What about forging equipment?
What do you need?
Bien. Hey. Y el cinturón ahora se abre. Vamos a ver. Bueno, para, no tengo la ballesta. Bueno, voy a hablar con Cipher y creo que hasta acá nos vamos a quedar.
How are things?
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
It's possible.
I used to deal in swamp weed back in the colony, remember?
And what are you dealing in?
Ah, don't ask. I brought a whole package of swamp weed with me from the mining colony. Many of the mercenaries like a little smoke now and then. I've earned a small fortune on the side, but some bastard stole all the weed from my chip. I'm pretty sure it was that Bodo. He bunks in the same room as me.
What are you going to do about the thief then?
One of these days, I'll catch him puffing away on my weed, and then I'll find a quiet spot and teach him a lesson. If I knock him down here in the middle of the yard, the other farmers will notice, and I'll...
How come?
Quite simple. We can't rough up the farmers, otherwise Lee makes us pay a heavy fine. And the more witnesses there are, the more of a fuss there is. So I'll pull the thing off nice and inconspicuous.
I want to join Lee's people.
Lee's people? If Lee keeps on this way, they soon won't be his anymore.
Why?
Lee has always been a quiet one. It was that way in the colony, but lately, he's overdoing it. He just wants to sit here and wait until the paladins drop dead. Silvio thinks we should clean up a bit on the small farms and outside the city. I think that would make for an excellent At the moment, most of us are just twiddling our thumbs here.
I want to become one of you no matter what.
You already know that we take a vote on every new recruit.
What are you hinting at?
Well, I haven't had anything to smoke in a long time. Bring me a few swamp weed. You can surely scare some up.
About this...
That was obvious all along.
Here's a few stalks for it.
That's all? I can smoke that much in once. It's got to be at least 10 reefers. At any rate, you've got my vote for joining us.
Ok.
Show me...
I don't have any swamp weed at the moment.
No me venden agua. Así que bueno, por ahora lo voy a dejar por acá. Así que espero que les haya gustado y nos vemos la próxima. Un saludo para todos y adiós. Bye.